South Florida. Welcome to another live edition of the Real Estate Show. In fact, not just any edition, but the TGIF edition of the Real Estate Show. The TGIF edition. That's thank God it's Friday. Of course, thank God it's Florida. And thank God it's finished. What a crazy and busy week we had this week. And I'm sure it's probably been the same for you. Everyone I talk to, when I ask them, is the pandemic making you have extra time or less time? And across the board, I'll tell you, it is less time. It seems like our days are more busy, more full, that we, even though we're not commuting and spending all the time, maybe that transition is what's lost, because it just seems like it's go from the minute that we wake up to the when we finally, relax and lay down at the end of the night. Is one long continuous blur. And it's been one long continuous week here as well. So as you know, on our Friday edition here of the Real Estate Show, we like to wrap it up and with a nice little bow and finish up by sharing all of the highlights of the week. Now, we've been talking about landlording and why landlording is something that you should consider. We were, and we'll be talking quite a bit more. And as you can imagine, our website, Automatic Landlord, one of the 5 ways that you can listen to our radio show. Yep, that's right. Real Estate Show here comes at you 5 days a week, Monday through Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern time. And it comes at you 5 different ways. On our AM station, 1470, part of the WWNN Money Talk Network. We come at you on the FM dial as well at 96.9, 95.3. Again, part of the WWNN network. And the reason I emphasize that is because in addition to the AM, the FM, we're also on the apps. There are a number of apps now that you can listen to the radio on your portable device, your phone, your tablet. And if you search for WWNN Money Talk Radio 1470, for example, you can easily find the Real Estate Show 5 days a week at 5 p.m. And that's one of the 5 different ways. That's way number 3. Number 4 is on our website, automaticlandlord.com. You can go to the website, go to the top of the page where it says the Real Estate Show. You can listen to us live at 5, or you can listen under the Real Estate Show notes. There is a write-up, and in each date, you'll see a link to that day's recorded show in its entirety. So that's the 4th way that you can listen to the show. And the 5th way, well, not only can you listen to the show, but you can watch the show on our Facebook page. Again, go to facebook.com/The Real Estate Show. You can go there even if you don't have a Facebook account, facebook.com/The Real Estate Show. And there also at the top of the page, you can set an appointment on both of the website and our Facebook page. You can scroll down and see the past shows in reverse order. But the bottom line is that you can get your daily dose of vitamin real estate on any one of those 5 different ways: AM, FM, app, website, Facebook. And if that weren't enough, it feels like one of those commercials that if you wanted to listen to our show Monday through Friday back to back, we have the Real Estate Show Marathon on Sunday nights. So Sunday night, 9 p.m., tune in right here, and you will get the recorded back-to-back edition of the entire show. So we got a lot of stuff to cover here for this week. It's like I said, we started off talking about landlording, and we started talking about why landlording, how landlording is really a business. Right? And if you treat it like a business, it will pay you like a business. And if you treat it like a serious business, not only is it a business, but it is, in my opinion, the ideal business out there. And we talked about on Monday the 5 reasons why we consider it the ideal investment, right? Income, monthly, recurring, perpetual, ever-increasing income through the ownership of rental properties. We talk about the tax advantages, the great advantages that real estate offers that no other investment vehicle out there even comes close to matching. Then we talked about the equity buildup, and we talked about 3 different ways that you can actually build equity. And that reminds me that one of the ways, of course, is the systematic pay down of the mortgage. But we also talk about how you can actually systematically accelerate the payoff of the mortgage, which is why every Monday night we have our Equity Accelerator special workshop that you can attend if you like. All you have to do is text the word equity to our Real Estate Show Smart Line. Get ready to write this one down or plug it straight into your phone. 561-861-2366. If you're driving, just remember the website, automaticlandlord.com. All the stuff is there as well. But text equity to 561-861-2366, and we'll send you the link to our Monday night Equity Accelerator workshops. So that's one way to build equity, the systematic payment. We can even show you how to accelerate. We can show you how to accelerate the buildup of equity through improvements, additions, and updating of the properties. And that's a way we can expand the property. There's lots of different ways that we can build equity. Which, can you do that in any other business? By improving, modernizing the countertops in the kitchen of your business. Will it make your business worth more? Well, in our business, the real estate business, it absolutely will. Then we talk about the appreciation, where uniquely to business in real estate, that when there are periods of rapid appreciation or even any appreciation like what we're having right now, my business is growing in value. And so my business grows when the income grows, when the equity grows, and when the market decides to grow it as well through appreciation. And the other thing that you can do uniquely to real estate is leverage and control a large asset with a relatively small down payment. Now, you can finance businesses out there as well, but these are the 5 reasons why real estate is the ideal investment and why I laid the case out on Monday. And in fact, on Tuesday, we talked from a different perspective. I gave you 5 more ways that real estate is an ideal and a great investment. And that was talking about the fact that this is a business that I do the effort once. I go out there, I find a great property, maybe I have to fix it up, then I put a tenant in there, and I do that effort, that work once. But I reap the benefits of an ongoing monthly residual income that just keeps going. And if you do this right, the automatic landlord way, you'll find that your tenants stay longer. So I might do that effort once every few years. Our average tenant, I think now, we were at about between 3 and 4 years is the average life of the tenants that we manage. And if your tenants aren't staying for a year or longer, then you're not doing landlording right, and perhaps you need to investigate a little bit more, learn more about what the automatic landlord process is. And we're going to talk about that. I'm going to give you a sneak preview. We're going to start laying out what the automatic landlord process is in next week's episodes of the Real Estate Show. So the other nice thing about this business, which is not always the case, and some businesses are scalable, other businesses by the very nature, when you're a plumber, it's hard to scale up a business unless you hire more people. But without hiring one extra single person, I can get a second rental property, a third, a fourth, a fifth, and so forth. And I don't need to vastly increase my overhead in order to scale up my business. And that is because this business has another benefit, which we talked about on Tuesday on our tools, tips, and techniques. We were talking about the automation of real estate. And this business, we pioneered some of the automation techniques that today have become very common and popular out there. And we're constantly upgrading and improving our automation of what we do. And that's why we call it the automatic landlord. We also have a replenishable asset. In other words, if I was in the t-shirt business I talked about, every time I sell a t-shirt, I got to go out and get another t-shirt. Otherwise, I'm out of business. When my rental property, month 2, it's replenishing. New rent comes in based on that existing sustainably ongoing replenishable asset that pays and pays and pays, the proverbial gift that keeps on giving. Then another advantage, and this is one that I think came really into focus during the pandemic. This is a business that is absolutely location independent. In other words, if I have rental properties in Ohio, I live in Chicago and I want to manage my properties in Ohio, but I don't want to live in Chicago anymore, this business allows me, I could have moved to Florida, as many people from Chicago, New York, and Los Angeles have, live in the beautiful Sunshine State, and still efficiently, effectively, and profitably manage my business from location-free headquarters. So that's another really cool thing about landlording. And then finally, which is goes a little bit hand in hand with some of the automation, is my ability to outsource the parts of the business that I may not want to do: collections, accounting, repairs, maintenance, showing the properties, all of that stuff we have perfected, and there isn't anything so far that we haven't figured out a way to automate. And that's really exciting. So as we go into the automatic landlord processes that we're going to talk about next week, you're going to see some stuff that is the result of our past trials and tribulations, plus our forward thinking, what we call our Imagineering. And it's funny that you would look at something as arcane, old. I kid around that real estate, I think, is the second oldest profession out there. And for many years, real estate had never changed. It hadn't evolved. It was always done the same way. And you remember, we used to have what was considered a big improvement in real estate when they went from the paper MLS to the computer MLS, but yet everything was still being done the same way. And I remember a time when realtors used to have to drive to the other realtors' offices to get keys to go show a property. You'd have to go to 5 different offices, get 5 sets of keys, go show your client 5 different properties, and then return the 5 set of keys. Think about how inefficient that was compared to today, with virtual tours, electronic document signatures, and so forth. You're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to have a lot of fun on the Real Estate Show next week. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and take a quick break here. A few words from our sponsors. When we come back, we're going to go roll into our midweek edition of the Real Estate Show on Wednesday, when we talk about the news, what's going on out there in the real estate world, and how that matters and how that helps you. Anyway, you're listening to the Real Estate Show. My name is Eric Willner. We're having lots of fun here on our TGIF edition of the Real Estate Show. Don't touch that dial, because we got a lot more, and we'll be right back. So how's everybody out there? Hey, Sam. Sam I am from San Francisco. How's the California opening up there? Hopefully you're enjoying a little bit more freedom to move about the state there. Take a quick look over here too. We have, and I've been talking for a while about launching our YouTube channel, and just had some really cool editing done for the intro, the outro of the YouTube channel. And we are very close to setting that up now too. So I'm extremely excited about that. I'm excited about the growth that the Real Estate Show has been going through over the last several months, and an exciting new project that we're doing in and with Brazil. So anybody out there who has a contact whatsoever in Brazil, you're definitely going to want to contact us. In fact, let me find out. Did we set up? Was that set up yet? Let's see here. And the answer is yes. You can text the word Brazil to 561-861-2366. It's the same number that's on this video right now. 561-861-2366. Anyway, music is coming back, and we got to finish up the second half of our show. And welcome back. For those of you just joining us here on the Real Estate Show, my name is Eric Willner. I am your host, and we are live here Monday through Friday, 5 days a week at 5 p.m. And we are here 5 different ways that you can catch us: on the AM, the FM, the apps, the website, automaticlandlord.com, and our Facebook page, The Real Estate Show, as well. So just whether you have a Facebook page or not, you can go to facebook.com. If you don't, / The Real Estate Show, all one word, no spaces, no hyphens. And if you do have a Facebook page, just type in and search for The Real Estate Show with Eric Willner, and boom, there you'll be. So during the break, I was talking to our online audience there, and I was mentioning that we've got some exciting stuff going on in Brazil and with Brazil. And so if you're in real estate and you know somebody in Brazil or want to learn more about Brazil, type in the word Brazil, Brazil, text it to 561-861-2366. And I'm going to let you in on a sneak peek. It's actually not completely let out there as we talk about all the other things that we talk about in real estate. But this is a unique get in on the ground floor opportunity involving Brazil and Brazil real estate. So if that's something that you fancy, again, text the word Brazil to 561-861-2366. The other thing, if I may, I'm still looking for an intern for the Real Estate Show. This is an opportunity for someone who has social media expertise, who wants to learn some real estate expertise. Come join us as an intern here on the Real Estate Show. All you have to do, if you want to throw your hat into the ring, is text the word intern, INTERN, to 561-861-2366. It's always the same number, 561-861-2366, to text us, or you can always call us on our toll-free number, which is 888-595-7779. That's 888-595-7779. So the next thing, Wednesdays on our midweek report. Now, the news was hot, and there was things that was never ending. Number one was the update. You know, we now have this brand new the American Relief Package or Rescue Package. The Biden administration has extended the eviction moratorium. They've extended the foreclosure moratorium again. So now we're looking at June 30th. So we got another at least half a year of the moratorium to reckon with. And so whether that's going to unleash more problems because of the further delay that people haven't been making payments on rent and on mortgages, if they couldn't pay it when they had to pay one, imagine now there are landlords that may not have been receiving their rent in as long as 13 months now. 13 months. If people were delinquent in January or February, and then they got saved by the bell in March, on March 11th, to be precise. Last week we celebrated the pandiversary, the pandemic anniversary. And there are mortgage companies that haven't received a mortgage payment in that long. And so there's going to be a fork in the road. We talked a little bit about that in our last week's update, where borrowers are going to have to come to reckoning and A, catch up, B, apply for a loan forbearance, a little bit more extra time, apply for a mortgage modification somehow to gracefully get back on track. And I'm going to tell you that all of these are going to require, well, if you have the money and can you get caught up, you don't have to qualify for that. Forbearance will start requiring some information to qualify for a forbearance. Loan modifications, heavy qualification requirements, lots of documentation. In fact, it is just as much documentation to get a mortgage modification as it is to get a brand new mortgage. Maybe that's an option. If you want to run that scenario by us, if you want to talk to somebody complimentary, confidentially, and with no obligation, then give us a call at 888-595-7779. That's 888-595-7779, and we can talk a little bit about the scenario, some hypotheticals, and probably where you'll fall. Easy way, if you want to find out, is text the word discovery to our smartphone line, 561-861-2366. And the other option in that fork in the road, you've got the catch up, forbearance, modification, short sale, and you're going to see a bunch of short sales pop onto the market when we get to that point. And then finally, and I mean finally, like the last resort. In fact, I wish you wouldn't even consider it as a resort, that you would call us before you allow your property to go into foreclosure, because that is it's always an avoidable last resort. So if foreclosure is on your mind, then absolutely, then type in the word investor, because we've got investors that will bail you out of foreclosure if that's the case. So we talked about the details of that. We talked about the relief. We talked about the CDC. All that is in our Wednesday show. Remember, you can re-listen to any one of our shows by going to automaticlandlord.com and click on the day of the show that you want to hear. We talked about a whole bunch of these different articles. We saw the stock market go up. We saw the stock market go down. We saw the stock market is, kind of feeling its way around. There's some folks out there that says that, we recently hit another record. Can you believe the stock market, the Dow Jones hit 32,000, and there are others that think that 40,000 is not a crazy idea. Well, we saw the yields on the treasuries rise. Now that is interesting for those of you who are on fixed income that depend on interest rates. But it also, on the flip side, makes real estate more expensive when interest rates go up. It makes the problem of affordable housing more difficult. And now with rising prices, because of the supply shortage and the rising interest rates, and we saw a huge drop in mortgage applications over the last 2 weeks because of the rising interest rates. And so if you're out there and you've been sitting on the fence, sit no more. Run, don't walk, and talk to a mortgage professional. If you have no one else to talk to, come talk to us. We will guide you and put you in the right place and give you the right advice so that you get the best mortgage, best rate, best product for your situation out there. And I'm going to give out the phone number again one more time before we wrap up our show. But this is the time to be doing that. And if you have been floating an interest rate with a mortgage professional out there, float no more. It's not worth the risk. We can talk about this on another one of our shows, but the compression, the opportunity for rates to go down or stay the same is much smaller than the possibility of an accelerating economy, of a hot real estate market, a shortage in supply. All of these factors are only putting upward pressure on mortgages. So don't wait. As I said, run, don't walk. Give us a call if you want some great advice about mortgages. 888-595-7779. That's 888-595-7779 to call us. Text us at 561-861-2366. Type in the word DPA if you want to learn more about down payment assistance, equity if you want to learn how to build equity faster than any other method out there. As we talked about, investor, if you're looking at getting out of a property fast, we've got cash investors ready right now looking for opportunities or to help out a distressed situation as well. So as you can see, it was a busy week. The mortgage rates just moved sharply higher, so that's a big thing. but home buyer competition is still fierce as ever out there. So we'll pick this all up again as we start the fresh new week next week, where we'll be talking about the automatic landlord process. So tell your friends, make sure you go to our Facebook page and watch the show. Give us a thumbs up, like us, share us out there, please. Let's get the word out there to more people. But that's all the time I have for today. This is your host, Eric Willner, signing off for another edition of the Real Estate Show, telling you while you're out there driving, drive safe, wash those hands, and make it a great day. Bye-bye. All right, my friend, thank you. And I am going to end there. Take care.